Yeah, there's no sound.
It was a good entrance.
So, how about the Admiralty?
All right, this should actually, man, that was solid too. I'm telling you, that one really, like, I felt that intro in my heart, right? Like, I was like, man, you're really starting to get these downs, I thought to myself as I spoke into the ether, right? They could all hear me, but for some reason, Streamlabs in its infinite wisdom decided to change my audio output channel for absolutely, now I reset and updated my computer, right? So it's probably on me. You know, I didn't change any settings, but I did reset my computer. So that's a demerit. Demotion once again to Vice Admiral. Already, we've started out. But you guys didn't even hear that spiel. Fuck, so never mind. No. Demotions, promotions. I am Will Thompson. I run the League of Gentlemen Explorers. I am here on Tuesday nights as the Admiral of 50 Fathoms, and Wednesday and Friday nights as the General Marshal. That's it. Marshal. Now I'm all military. The General, the Marshal of both the Weird and Wasted Wests. Excuse me. Goodness. So you should tune in for those as well. But tonight, we have a real treat for you because my four friends are here to take you through the mystical turquoise waters of Charybdis, diving into, as I stated so poetically earlier, not just the full 50 fathoms of the aforementioned waters, but indeed the full 50 fathoms of the human psyche. Because we have indeed seen proud men broken. We've seen dominant races and their empires reduced to ashes. We have seen the full spectrum of human suffering laid out in all of its many manifest miseries here, in addition to the magic and men slathered in jellied eels. But, you know, that's the area. Why don't we do a question for everybody's character tonight? And I'm gonna kind of recycle a question that I did the other night because I liked it so much. If the events of the maiden bringing people, the sea hags, all of it had never transpired, you never came to Charybdis, the world was never drowning, your empire still existed here, what would you be doing today?
Well, young Bill Harper from Savannah would probably still be fighting in the Continental Army for his freedom. So, same thing, different day.
Same thing, different day, just further along. Excellent.
Lucius Drake would still be nobody, doing nothing, sitting on some island penal colony, being invisible. So I don't want to think about what it would be like not being here.
Fighting off spiders as large as your head. Drop bears.
Well, probably walking around with my fucking tentacles on my face still.
That's fair. Full length of tentacles.
Just unmutilated, a part of the greatest, most powerful and advanced people on all of Charybdis. No Inquisition, no Earth people. Oh my, living a better life.
Living a better life, raising your brood of squidlets as they inkily jetted about the spawning pools.
And the top half of the city.
Mm-hmm.
We're not certain why we did that. We don't seem very graceful on land with the glomping. Mm-hmm. But it's a view.
There is much glomping, yes. Jonas?
All right, well, Captain Jonas Porter would be, well, should I say One-Eyed Jonas would be straight lying to your face if he didn't admit that this is something he has daydreamed about quite a bit in the last 6 months or so. So, if he had not come over to Charybdis, his life would be immeasurably better in just about every category. Although I suppose if it was a competition for hardship, he would be losing with his current self. But he would most likely still be the captain of the HMS Palace, perhaps in line for promotion, depending on how well he comported himself with his superiors, how well he could navigate the social and political climate of the British Royal Navy. And he would be able to enjoy the finer things of life, really. Probably would still be, enjoying the wonders of chef's culinary expertise and ordering about his various subordinates, and really just enjoying his life.
Young
Chef
Master
would
Scroot
still
would
be
pick up the
alive.
short drop. Mm-hmm.
Chef would still
That's
be
right.
alive.
Yeah, yeah. Scroot and Chef both would still be here, along with that
Yeah.
other fellow. Oh, what's his name? Bill O'Bill or David O'David or
Something like that.
yeah. At any rate, let's catch them up on everything that transpired last week on the show. So, new crew has rolled into what is now referred to as Brigands K, due to the fact that it has been taken over by one Haluhaluan who fled the East India Trading Company and their bombardment and acquisition of Brigands Bay. Alright, in doing so, he has instilled himself as the Lord Mayor of the settlement and set about changing several things. The de facto rulership being one, the application of taxes and laws being another, the existence of some laws, for instance. The removal of armaments has not been a factor since he has taken over. In fact, it would be quite stupid to wander around Brigands K unarmed. Now, as you can see from the perpetual fog drifting across the map, suggesting that the din of evil is about this place, in addition to the din of the stench of the writhing mass of wretched humanity. This place being mostly lawless and still outside the auspices of the Great Port Treaty has attracted scum of all sorts, including one-eyed Jonas and his accompanying Massaquani and Kehana friend. He was making his living, so to speak, fighting, with big air quotes applied, in the arena against other wretched refuse, earning enough money to gain a few meager scraps of sustenance and his daily grog. Very much so on the point of contemplating selling the last of his stuff and just getting enough rum to wander into the ocean. When out of the ocean came the cutter, led by the Kraken, Fortunas, on a mission of his own to seek out Jonas due to his knowledge of one Redbeard Rufus and how it might be in cahoots information-wise with what would be required to take down the sea hags. Alright, driven by his aspirations, he sought him out despite some of the local resistance and found him on his way to the arena where the stakes had been changed and to involve literal stakes that were implanted above a watery arena that they had to leap to and from while fighting the Beast of Torthcaw and various other redmen that did quite poorly at the agility-based endeavor. Haluhaluan may have a lot of money, and he may have a lot of dudes with swords, but it appears he does not have a lot of foresight. Because he got mixed, his big event there got mixed applause. But they settled back into the dregs, right, for an evening of celebration at Porter's. Again, we're going to put heavy air quotes on Porter's victory here. I mean, he put in work. He knocked him into the water, but it was really, it was a group effort, let's say. When suddenly, Mongrel come running past, right, giggling mongrelishly, which again is a high-pitched series of shrieks and clicks, right, wearing a conquistador helmet, Right, the Conquistador helmet, being one that Porter recognizes as potentially belonging to the captain of Hullo's guard. You know, it's a pretty distinctive hat here in Charybdis. They don't make them here. You would have to be wearing it and have it brought from Earth proper. Whoopsie doodle, there's only one dude that we know that wears it. They go off in search of the red-headed pirate lass with the surly voice. Right, because she was supposed to have more intel for them. When they went to interrogate the barkeep as to the whereabouts of both Miss Cricket and Azzy Angsley, Jonas Porter snatches him up by the shirt and leans across the bar threateningly. And then, quite suddenly, several guards burst in and say, "That's the one I saw at the Fishman." And poof. There we were. That's where we left off. So, we are going to start with a vision-based notice roll from Captain Porter at a +2.
Hey, I'll take a +2 all day.
You'll need a
It's on
+2 all day.
his good eyesight.
There we go.
It is hard not to notice, right, that you have this man by the shirt, right, and he smiles a little as the guards come in and glances down, right, and you see him thumb back the hammer of a blunderbuss he produced from under the bar. He says, "Your move, bud." The guards come in. You notice the one that's clearly in charge due to the fact that he is wearing some officer's epaulettes. Right, that he clearly just took off of some, you know, like, he is Dugan, one of Hulin's main henchmen, a local tough that you have seen been quite good with the sword, that does have the full authority of the law in Charybdis. He says, "You there, where's the fish?"
Being honest with you, I
My
don't
God.
know. The last time I saw him, he was running off somewhere wearing a stupid hat. That's all.
Wearing a stupid hat, one of them metal helmets.
Yeah, that's the one. Was it? Oh, was that? Did that belong to one of your friends?
That's evidence right there, boys. He's onto it, colluding. What's colluding? I'll tell you
well,
later.
I wouldn't. Nah, let's not be hasty, gentlemen. I wouldn't say I was colluding. I'd say it's an unfortunate circumstance.
You admit he was wearing the hat of a dead man.
A witness, yes. We
What?
all witnessed it.
What, gutted by
Hey.
claws?
But
We
listen,
weren't there
Kraken.
when he was gutted.
I didn't ask you there.
You're asking
man.
very pointed questions towards a man that I require.
He does have a point. I mean, we were not there. In fact, I was just as much of a bystander as you.
But you admit that you saw your friend wearing his hat.
Didn't you? Yes. For the sake of brevity, yes.
Right then. Even his friend admits it.
The fish man was wearing a hat.
Is it illegal to wear hats here?
It's illegal to wear the hat of Captain Carlyle when he's found with his intestines what ripped out and eaten.
What are your intentions with this information?
Is it proper funny?
that's very much mongrel. If you knew him, you would know.
So you've been consorting with a murderer?
It is a Massaquani. They're beasts.
He
You
might
can't
have
say
been
that a
hungry.
wolf murders. You say a wolf kills.
It's
But
a
the
ki-
wolf-
It's a Kahona we're talking about. What's this about at Massaquani?
they're all the same to me.
Yeah, well, now don't pretend that you yourself, my good officer, sir, are without the least bit of blood on your hands.
What I do, I do to keep the cage safe.
Yes. King and country. Yes, yes, yes. I'm very familiar with all
From
that.
your unsavory lot. We don't hang out with the
Mm.
fish folk here much.
Look, we haven't seen his pet, so are we free to move on?
Y'all are
No,
free
that's
to
not in
move
question.
on. I got my eye on a lot of you.
That's great.
If
Tell
any
your
more of the
friend, find
guards
Lucius
show up
Gray.
missing, we ain't gonna come in here all peaceful like.
Amazing.
By all means, yes. Come in all angry like, yes. Yes, yes.
I got my eyes on you. Kind of backs out,
Jonas.
like trying to look tough. And he is,
Jonas
in
is
fact,
just gonna
tough. His
give him a bow.
accompaniment, you know, they are known as Halu's boys, right? And most of them are just, you know, waifs, orphans, you know, that are looking for some kind of guidance, a career. They are not, in fact, hardened criminals. Dugan and his two lieutenants, however, you know, they put up a fight, yeah. But they're not fighting now. And you guys find yourselves, you know, with just the lieutenant behind the bar. Now spitting in mugs and staring at you as he wipes them out with a dirty rag.
We were
Okay.
just about to leave then.
After you,
Yes,
yep.
yes. We're
To the Lord Mayor's manor to fetch the bar witch.
that's right, that's right. That bottle, yes. And Jonas will drop down the coin or however much it costs for the nearest source of alcohol. At this point, it doesn't matter how
5 gold.
how concentrated it. Ooh. Ooh.
It's like
Ooh.
half a bottle of grog, too.
To the 5 gold for the victors of the pit.
6 gold for the victors of the pit. Now that I know you're sharing it, there's a
That's
bottle
just not
fee.
fair. You know what? I can get some somewhere else. That's all right. You have a nice night, sir.
You guys are headed to the Lord Mayor Haluan's estate. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent.
On the way there, I think Jonas will fill in the others about the meetings. I don't know if you kind of want to call it a meeting. The interactions that he has had with Haluan in the past, including the time when Jonas knew about a murder attempt on his life and let it happen before helping the attempted murderer, not murderee. That's the opposite.
Murderess, if you want to get technical, but
Murderess. Okay. Yeah. So he will fill them in on all that goodness. in the 20 feet or so between
it's a couple
where we are and
hundred
where we're
feet,
going.
you know, but still, yeah. No, there's a little bit of distinction between the dregs and the Lord Mayor's Manor, and it is a oddly constructed. You could tell that originally it was a single room building that they found some more wood and added another room on. It has turned into a sprawling and mismatched affair. Shipped timbers, raw logs. Some of them have been processed. Some of them still, you know, anything he could find to build the estate. And as you approach, a man opens the door, dressed in what, like, if you described a butler's outfit to somebody and you made them tailor it just based on a verbal description. I mean, it has tails, you know, and it's mostly black, right? But it's a horrifically, like, inexpert and inelegant presentation. And he says, yes, can I help you?
Just out of curiosity, is Cortunus planning on going in first? Is he leading the way there, or am I?
I mean, he's been the captain of a crew for a while,
Yeah.
and I don't know how stiff in your pants you are to like be in the front of things after all your experiences.
I'm totally cool with just following. At this point, Jonas has intentionally dropped the captain part of his normal way that he calls himself because he doesn't have any intention of leading people.
I can't wait until you lose a leg so we can start calling you Stumpy Jonas.
So anyway, if Cortunus wants to go in first, by all means.
Yes. Approaching the thing that is in the front. We are here to see Haluan.
Do you have an appointment then?
No. And we really don't need one, I don't believe.
To see the Lord Mayor. I'll see if he's available. Who may I ask is calling?
What he would know us by is the champions of the pit.
The
slayers of the beast of Torthgar.
The slayers of
Lucius
the
Drake. He's probably heard of me already. Lucius Drake.
One Master Lucius Drake and the champions of the pit, slayers of the beast of Torthgar. Very well. He closes the door. You guys sit for 2 minutes. He comes back, he opens it, and he says, Master Halu will see you in the main sitting lounge.
Lucius looks at everybody else like, see, it's,
Oh.
That was not long at all, yes.
He leads you down a narrow corridor with a variety of styles of art along the walls. The kind of Indo-Turkish vibe of the Massaquani being dominant, but earth elements too, a couple of Renaissance paintings, right? Some Baroque wood inlay and odd patches here and there, clearly stripped from ship hulls. Right, some statuary, right, representing both Massaquani and kind of replication of Greco-Roman elements. He's clearly going for a stately palace, but has to do with the sparse, things that he has on hand. You make a left past the second door into a large, long corridor filled with several tables. It's clear that he wanted that long table look, but again, he had to do with the asset he has. So 3 tables are shoved next to one another to form the kind of extended dining room. What is most noteworthy about this space, aside from Halu sitting with you, his back to you all facing the fireplace, is the numerous heads of various creatures of Charybdis lining the walls. As you step into the room, you nearly trip over the variety of animal hide rugs that are layered on top of each other in massive heaps, representing a variety of predator and prey alike. He idly gestures without looking, and he says, "Take a seat at the table."
We won't be staying very long for dinner. We are
nobody-
only here for a woman that has been taken into custody.
There's nobody in custody here.
I want to know if he's lying to me. So what would that be? Like a notice?
I mean, I guess you could attempt to notice. I mean, then you're getting into like the word play. He doesn't have anybody. Nobody's committed any crimes here. There's somebody in custody. No. If you're speaking of the one we have in quarantine, I'm afraid the whole point of quarantine is that nobody's allowed to see them.
Well, I have a water mage right here. A healer. For the ill, the sick.
Yes.
I assure you that I've applied all the resources of all the greatest healers we have at our disposal already, and the plague is quite virulent. I simply cannot risk it.
It's not your risk.
But as the ward and steward of this town, it is, because these people are my flock, as it were, and I am but their shepherd. I could not let wolves into the pasture now. It would be irresponsible of me, would it not? He says, standing from his chair and finally turning to face you.
I suppose if I understood the analogy of wolves and pastures, that would be a good one, but I don't.
At any rate, I am afraid that nobody can see any of the people quarantined here until the sickness has passed. If you would like to come back perhaps in a week's time, maybe circumstances will have changed. He casts his gaze around the room, and he spots Jonas. Ah! So good of you to make yourself known, Captain Porter. I'm glad you're here, actually. I would like to discuss the terms of your final bout. It seems that we've had a series of incidents recently with some of your competitors that we have managed to trace back to, how would I put this, an unsavory rebel element that's rife throughout the back alleys and underbelly of my Brigand's Cay. Why, one Miss Cricket, in fact, who, if one takes a long enough view, might recall went by a longer name when she was the whore that gutted me with your assistance back in Brigand's Bay.
Oh, do you know where she is?
I am afraid I do not, but I do believe that Captain Porter here would be magnanimous enough perhaps to gift that information to me.
Wait, Jonas, do you know where she is? Because if he knows where she is, we can just leave.
I don't know where Mary is, I'm sorry. And to be quite honest with you, Lord Mayor, whatever this garbage is that you go by these days, you don't scare me. So
Oh,
I've seen so many worse things.
I
I've
am
seen
definitely
so many worse things in this world than you.
I am not in the habit of being interrupted by two-bit gladiators. Firstly, former Captain Porter, and secondly, let it be known that I am not the one you should be afraid of. No, your next bout, good Captain Porter, the final one in your contract that I believe I have a copy of here, he says, and indeed, as he thrusts it towards you, you recognize your own hand, albeit drunkenly scrawled on the contract, stating that you were good for 3 bouts.
Well, let it never be said that I am not a man of my word.
Yes.
But
indeed, Indominus will certainly see fit to give you the right proper challenge you seem to have been seeking all these months in my arena. And
can I roll like a common knowledge roll to know
yeah.
who that is? Oh boy.
No fucking clue. Everybody else can give me a common knowledge roll. He's pretty famous. Bill Harper, name kinda jives with you. Faceless Grail Gladiator. Coratunis. Yeah, man. He's a skull crusher. He practically invented the battle ball style of Grail combat.
Oh, no. I need Jonas alive after his obligations here are complete. No.
If he had not signed the contract, I believe you would have better claim. I'm afraid this predates any interaction you've had with him, if my harbor logs are correct, at least. And this must be satisfied.
Oh, any good barrister could have that thrown out in any sort of tort reform law. Court. A drunken man cannot consent in contract. What primitive barbarism is this?
Do not see any tort reform court around here. I do not see any lawyer around here. I see one law, and it happens to be the Lord Mayor's. What a coincidence.
Well, we could then go to the great ship where there is such a civil court.
Wow.
Leans into Cortunis and just says, "Can we kill him?"
I have been thinking about that.
He's going to
I've
get
been
me
trying
on
to
the
listen for guards or guard talk.
How many
but,
exits are in the room, by the way?
by all means, you could slay me here. Certainly, I wouldn't best
No,
you.
he's not
especially-
hearing that. It was a whisper.
Oh, yeah. You
Oh.
could probably gut the dude for sure. That being said, you don't know where the gal is. If the gal's here, you would certainly have a hard time once his guard stumbled across his body. If there's complications, you can definitely run Halu through. It's not like he's an NPC that, he's too important to the plot. He just falls unconscious when you stab him. No, you can kill him right now if you want him.
Well, we should go prepare then for his final fight.
Oh,
Look,
I agree. It's
we're
a
fine.
solo
It's-
bout, but he could use all the encouragement, perhaps liquid and otherwise. My understanding is that around the hovels where he lives, the caraway spice can send someone to another place for their final moments. That might be the best recourse.
Come on
Possibly.
now, man. Alcohol's all I need. But I
And is
honestly, I'm not
Indominus
worried
staying
about it.
here in the manor with you, or does he have a place elsewhere on the island?
Oh, no, the help doesn't stay here. No.
Who is this bloke again? This fighter he's going to fight.
Indominus, the faceless fighter, wears the iron mask. He wields the grail battle ball.
Oh, he's a grail. It's fine. I've killed at least one, and you should know he worked for you. But
What are the rules? What are the rules of the fight?
It's just a fight to the death. Quite simple. Mano a mano face-off between two noble contestants in the main event in the third and final, the ultimate achievement of his tournament victory. Should he win, he's relinquished from his contract and he gets the king's ransom. That's the pot, of course. I am also a man of my word. Of course, if he loses, it is a thorn removed from my side, certainly. But I am not an unreasonable Masakwani. I'll tell you this, he says, running his finger through his blue hair. Right, I'll make a deal. Should you, before tomorrow eve, on the time of your appointed and scheduled bout, happen to stumble across the location of one Mary Cricket and bring her to me, why, we might be able to schedule something a little less daunting. No less honorable, certainly, for the third and final, but perhaps less daunting. But of course, the ball is, as you say, in your court. I'm not sure they actually say that at that point. Tennis, maybe? Maybe they did? I don't know. But
The battle ball is in your court.
the battle ball is in your court. And Rusty, you have like the craziest scan line distortion right now on my screen. Is everybody else seeing that?
It's really bad.
Yeah,
It's sweet looking.
Yeah, no, you're like like in 1400. What?
All right.
Where might we
you know-
find this bloke? Have a final drink, maybe.
He's dead.
You know,
He's
among
got
gentlemen.
like 4-bit. Fuck. Huh? Oh,
A final drink among gentlemen.
at the arena, likely. That's where they tend to congregate before, the slaughter. I'm sure he's hard at work training for what he anticipates will be a quite difficult battle.
Well, this all sounds fine. Yes, do that. Then we'll find Mary. Yes.
Bring me Mary Cricket. It'll be the final nail in the coffin of this insurrection that is stopping the flow of progress through Brigand's Cay. And you will be rewarded not just with an easier bout, but an easier time in procuring trade and travel throughout Brigand's Cay in the future. Of that, you have my word.
I'm gonna sort of the 3-finger tentacle point to the guys and then flick towards the door.
Mhm. Excellent.
Cortunus, should we go poison him?
Are we out of the building yet?
Yeah, right. Just
No,
like,
supposedly, I
and
guess I'm not waiting for that.
I think we
Well,
should
if we have fire
poison him.
mage, we should burn the
Poison
whole
them.
damn thing down.
Maybe we just go kill him first.
Oh no, we're going to go find Mary and then leave. There's no reason to stay. If the entire reason to go to the manor was to find information from the bar witch, to find Mary, and then to get to Mary, to get the further information, and the whole mission that you're being paid to fulfill. There's no reason to stay.
We don't need any
Afterwards.
silly arena battles. Let's find and get out of there.
But what about that Phflenflamir fella?
The what?
The one,
the one
right-hand-
with the rose.
the right-hand man of Halu,
Just gonna
the one that had information about the the red guy.
Well, so did Mary. Mary also had information, and that's why we were going to find her at the shipwreck surprise, or at least find the bartender who knew where she was. And then we found out that she was being held captive by the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor wants us to find Mary. We want to find Mary. But after that, there's no reason to stay.
That works for me. Let's find it.
Okay. Let's just look at this for a moment. And I'm not saying you're wrong. Cortunus, was it? Yes. I'm not saying you're wrong. But let's assume for just a second that we don't find Mary. Because, I don't know, she's easily the most wanted woman in town, and if, the Lord Mayor and all of his guards can't find her, I'm not sure that we are well equipped to do so. But I'm not saying we can't. But let's just assume that we don't. Would you mind if I
fight Indomitus?
I have no doubt I can kill the
we can't afford to have to
Almost
fight.
on cue, you hear the bestial roll of a grail coming from the arena and the shattering of wood.
So two things then, if that is your intention. One, I could get you a blank book, and you could write down everything you know about Cortunus. And then fine, go do what makes you happy.
No, I think that's wise. Yes. Here's what will make me happy. Yes. This place, this Brigand's Cay, I've lived here for some time now, and it disgusts me that this man is the Lord Mayor. Haluan is a man of no moral fiber, and trust me, I've not a leg to stand on when I say that, but this place used to be called Azzy Cay, as in Azzy, the bartender. You remember her? And she ran it well, right? As a sort of free city in which people of good repute, sort of, could come and come and go as they wish. Now, it is my intention, after I kill this Grail, for us, assuming you are all willing compatriots here, for us to go collect our money from the Lord Mayor, kill him, get Azzy out of jail, and establish her as the new leader of this place, and then
Let's just get him out. What are we waiting for?
And then I will happily go with you. Well, it's a contract thing, right? And I'm not. Although I do not have scruples when it comes to.
Who knows about the contract?
It's got my name on it, and it's just.
He annoyed the hell out of me. I will be more than happy to kill him right now.
Cortunus temples his tentacles, just points them out at Jonas. So, as long as the information you have, and Mary has, and anyone has that gets me an inch closer to my goal will do it. You want Halahulu undead? Yes, we will go and split his skull like rotted fruit. We can go
That
to the pit right now. Why wait? And kill the Grail. 4 of us, 1 Grail. We can do it now, yes. Whatever you want, as long as what you know becomes what I know.
okay.
So,
All right.
you want to fight the Grail?
If we can do
Yes.
this, yes. If we can do this, I'm your man. I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I haven't got a lot of. Let's just say I haven't got a lot of ambition right now, right? And you can tell the place I live. It's not like I've got a lot going for me in my life. So I'm all yours. Everything that's in here, anything you need, I may not look it, but I still know my way around a ship as well, right? And at your disposal.
Then our terms are set. The Grail Indomitus dies. The Lord Mayor dies. Your human names.
Yeah, I can't say your name
is
either.
restored to power, and you swear to me service. And reaches out a tentacled hand to like make it so.
Jonas shakes it.
It writhes around your hand. The deal is set.
Squishily.
Right.
Well, then how do you see yourself prepared for your death tomorrow, Eve?
Well, I will need at least a night of sleep and some hard liquor before we start.
That can be arranged.
And if we know anyone who can stitch up a wound, that wouldn't be bad.
Oh, you have a water mage.
Oh yeah.
We have a water mage right here.
Let me
Lucius, sing to the man.
take a look at that.
I imagine I just
man.
got like claw breaks down my side, just like bleeding.
See what I can do there with my my healing abilities. Let's see. Of course.
You guys are back around. Holy shit.
Magical.
As I channel the water power healing thing that I do.
Bring the swelling down, yeah.
So, like, you successfully heal this wound, right? But emphatically and definitively not using water magic. So
I like to mix, traditional.
No, I'm gonna need you to actually describe how you're passing this off as water magic to everybody around the campfire. This stinks.
I wrap it in bandages. I clean it out, and then I make my hands like encased in ice, and I just hold it over his arm, and move it around like I'm concentrating. But please back up. This takes a lot of energy, and I just move like, and it takes a lot out of me. But I think he should be healed. I need to take a break. This is not easy work, and I kind of just scuttle away.
Garen,
thank you.
comes over from his corner that, if you can spot it from your spot, has a tub full of eels at this point. Alright, then he has a symbol and he goes, "That is quite an unusual technique. I've seen many water mages in my day employ many healings. I've never seen one just kind of rub their hands around it."
Usually I do this first, but I tried a different technique.
You do
this time.
the rub and then rub, as opposed to just the rub.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting. I suppose that is the rub then. Me, I prefer eels. And he goes back to his work there. The tub is chock full of eels. Some alive, some hacked into bits, all slowly being jellied in pectin. What's odd about the tub is that it seems unnecessarily deep. Like you could submerge a whole person in it if they were, And frankly, with the limited economy,
And frankly,
did I not hit the D there? And frankly, wow, no. And in addition, it should be said, with the limited economy of Brigand's Cay, right? This is a king's fortune in eels and lumber. Like, we're talking a couple hundred gold in this endeavor at this point. Easily.
Glute, how... I don't understand how you always manage to make out like an absolute pirate everywhere that we go. It doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean, sir?
I'm full of admiration. Do not misunderstand me at all. But just the amount of lumber used in that bath full of eels and the amount of eels themselves, it's remarkable, frankly. And I don't know how you do it.
My industriousness knows no bounds, sir. Certainly, you will know that while traveling with Glute, a little eel in my throat there, that when traveling with Glute, the harbor master's tattoo isn't the only source of revenue, no. Soon these eels will be ready for consumption by the masses. Yes.
I have no doubt they will be received very well.
Yes. Glute jellied and pickled eels will be renowned on the lips of every Massaquani and every fine dining establishment across all of Charybdis. Why, the richest households of Baltimus will know of my jellied cockerel.
Bill is going to. Is there a ladle in the pot?
Yeah.
Bill is going to investigate with the ladle and bring up some of the soup.
Soup would not be... So, soup is heated, right, first off. This is like he has managed to get a bunch of animal gelatin, right? And he has a bunch of salt water with eels and eel parts in it, and he has slowly been adding gelatin into it until the whole concoction kind of congeals into a mass that then he can just scoop out and shovel into the coconut jars that he had Mongrel hard at work constructing. It writhes when you stick the ladle, and some of it is still alive.
I've never seen the like. When's it ready?
Oh, soon. Tomorrow morning, yes. Yes, there's one last step.
Glute.
Yes.
These eels are perfectly fine for consumption, yes?
Yes.
And if one were to consume them, let's say, I don't know, let's say I knew a Grail who would consume a large quantity of these jellied eels. What effect would that have on their body? Do you think?
Currently, sustenance, vim and vigor both. Yes. Why, if you were thinking of feeding it to an adversary in its current state, that would not be advised, no. However, with a little modification, good sir, I do happen to still have, he pulls out of his pocket at this point a caked with sand, the label stripped off by the elements, the remnants of the jar of jellied eels that he has apparently had with him this entire time in the ocean those months on the Whip Islands, right? Here now, there is only a couple of inches of the blackish, goo that tarrily sloughs off the glass, leaving a brown stain from the liquid remnant. But he says, I do have just a little of the good stuff.
Oh, no, by all means, keep that for yourself. Far be it from me to rob you of the good stuff, my dear sir.
It will be part of the last step in the new batch. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Excellent, yes. Let's say that I had a hypothetically speaking, of course. Let's say that on the morrow I were to go into the fighting pit again, and suppose that previous to my entering the pit, my opponent had ingested some of these eels as they currently marinate. What sort of effect would that have on the body?
I mean, again, I think it would provide only sustenance.
Are you
Especially
asking
to a
how you can
grail.
poison your opponent? Well, we want to poison the guy he wants to fight tomorrow. How do we do it?
Some of the good stuff. You need quite a refined constitution to be able to handle this, I assure you.
Make it. Make it. Let's do it.
Well, it's already made, sir. It's here in this bottle. Sloth.
All right.
Sloth.
Let's take it to him.
So
there is a bit of a caveat. It has not been uncorked now in a couple of months, and I am afraid that the aroma is both spectacular and what one might refer to as an exquisitely acquired taste. If it were to be added to any drink or food stuff, it would be quite, I assure you, quite apparent. I plan on using the remnants of this batch to construct the entirety of this new batch, you see. That being said...
this new batch will be ready tomorrow morning.
Yes, after the final step, yes. Just one last step.
Well, Garen, I wouldn't want to rob you of your hard-saved eels, especially since they are going into your soon-to-be world famous glutes eels. You know what? Never mind. It's fine. I don't.
Glutes, famous jellied cockerels.
Right. Yes. Well, seeing as how I am not adept at the poisonous arts, and to be frank, I'm not adept at the art of deception either. I think that it would be just a mistake for me to approach this. What was he called again? Indomitus, was it?
Wait, did you say Indominus? They're going to have you fight the Indominus?
Yes, yeah, so I mean...
The iron-faced Groil, the berserker from Ofk.
Yeah, call him what you want, really, but he's just one more Grail, and I've slain Grail before.
You sir have not slain this Grail. Oh, I was so worried about the posts. It appears my worry was premature. Do you sincerely intend to fight him? Surely they're sending all of you against him, yes? Yes, it'll be a group effort.
No, it's just me. Is that...
That is... Oh, I did not know your humor was about you this evening, sir. That is spectacular. You jest, certainly. That is good. He's kidding, right? You all are...
Glute, it's just me.
The alternative being we turn over Mary, who we have no idea where she is, and the final fight would be, from what Halau said, easier.
I mean, certainly anything with fighting the sea hags themselves would be easier than Indomitus. It's a fool's
You are
errand,
dead.
sir.
That would really be preferable if we could, but yes.
And what have you
Um,
done to earn such ill favor from the Lord Mayor that he would put such a task before you?
Do you remember when we met, Glute?
Yes, the night in particular? Yes, I do.
Well, I meant just in general, but okay, sure, that night. Previous to that, we were on the run from Brigandy Bay, yes? And I sort of assisted a young woman in attempting murder against her captor, a slave at the time. She failed, but she escaped and she came with us to Azike. And her slave master was none other than Lord Mayor Halluin, yes. And
So you
here we are.
meddled in a contract then?
Sure, I suppose. Although
and now
I don't think that she signed that contract.
Well, that's not generally how the arrangement works, so no.
Why are we debating this? I thought we made up our mind. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna get the woman and get out of here. What are we talking about?
Yes,
here?
that is the plan. Yes. Oh, while we're at it, Glute, you there may be a bit of an uproar in the morning, so you might be best to hurry it up if you can, and
Well, the final step is not one that can be rushed, sir. No. It is a ritual. It's an ablution as sorts. Yes. It requires the utmost concentration.
Does this man work for you?
Well, I would say
work
that we are business partners. It's less of a boss and subordinate relationship than it is one built on both equality and equanimity. Yes, yes.
Is he part of this deal? Do we have to bring him with us when we leave?
Well, I would assume so. I mean, I have the harbor master's tattoo.
Glute he does have the harbor master's tattoo, and as you are well aware, I'm sure that this
cartoonist
particular tattoo can get us everywhere.
I mean, we've been sailing for some time now without one.
Yeah, let's do what we said we were going to do and keep it moving.
Right.
All this talk about eels and the final. I thought we were just going to kill him and be on about our business.
Well, now, my services aren't limited to eels in the tattoo, certainly. You would need a guide to some of the less savory elements of the larger settlement should we ever stumble across one, and there is no finer than Garen Glute. I can assure you, I find my fingers in their way to mini pies, not all of them filled with eels, yes.
Look, as much as I never thought that I would be saying this, Glute is important to me as a person. And yes, I know it's not part of the bargain that we struck earlier, yes, but he saved my life many times, and I've never met someone more resourceful than this man, although he may not appear to be the most savvy type. Trust me, he is.
I assure you I am savviest when it counts.
You just talk a whole lot.
Well, part of being successful, good sir, is being good at talking.
Okay, all right. Just please, make him stop. What we gotta do?
Well, I have to busy myself about a task at any rate. You gentlemen, have a good evening, he says, and returns to his pot of eels, stirring it slowly and murmuring joyfully to himself.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rummage about this godforsaken village and try to find some of the stiffest alcohol that I can. Trust me, I'm going to need it in the morning. And then I'm going to go to sleep. Whatever happens with you all is up to you. I will see you in the morning.
I'll stick with him, Captain.
Yes. Keep an eye on the man. Make sure once he's in his cups, he's not foolhardy and gets himself killed.
Oh, my drink isn't for tonight. You mistake. It's for tomorrow.
Can't get a hold of a book for him to write something down
Right,
in.
jot it down. Like, my God. So, it looks like then that we have Will and Jonas headed to get a stiff drink. What then are Lucius and Coratunis doing?
Lucius is staying far away from Gloop. That's what he's doing.
Coratunis is going to spend a bit of the evening just wandering the dregs, looking for a red-haired woman that fits the bill of Mary Cricket.
There is no such woman, but you can give me a notice roll.
And Lucius will accompany him.
You can give me a notice roll as well, then.
Yeah.
The town, Lucius, is a little quiet. In that eerie way, the shutters are closed. People are kind of whispering to themselves and giving you the side eye, like something weird's gonna go down. You know, it should be a little more raucous. There should be a couple more street balls. There should be people out. The ladies of the night should be, you know, exposing their garters. All of that. None of that's going down right now. The boardwalk has died. Just a little bit of freight moving in the harbor.
Coratunis seems a little quiet, if you ask me.
If you insist, what should it be like? This town?
The way it was described, you think people will be out on the streets, just maybe a little. But,
These qualify as streets? By the God.
well, I hope they're not alleys.
Are you concerned, then, Lucius? Perhaps some unsavoriness would befall us here?
I'm a little concerned that maybe it's eerily quiet, if you ask me.
If you say so. What's really quiet is the depths. Dark, quiet depths.
Inspiring Kraken speech. Not so much for a dude that requires oxygen.
Lucius stays a little alert, though, just in case.
Yeah. Porter, you have no trouble finding a bottle of wine. Bill, you're giving him a little the follow up behind there, half block away, and you notice with your notice roll. Oh, quite a bit, Mr. Alertness. You notice a fellow bump into him, right, and exchange a word, and then stumble off drunkenly. Porter, man bumps into you and says, "For tomorrow, apply it to the blade. You'll need but prick him." And then stumbles off. He's giving you a little vial of something wrapped in a sheet of paper.
Jonas will pocket it as discreetly as possible.
I'll watch him walk off. So, what'd he give you?
You're coming up to Jonas?
Yes.
Well, I haven't had time to check yet, but would seem someone has gifted me some poison.
Oh, neat.
Yes, I agree.
Poison or just the opposite, something that'll make him like 12 feet tall when you prick him to kill you.
It's monkey blood.
It's that infected monkey blood, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Come
You
back
think
to
that was our friend Mary?
It was most definitively not Mary.
Yeah.
It seemed like a male, I must say, but I could be wrong. She does have a distinctive voice, I must say.
You can give me a negative notice at a -4, Jonas.
Okay. Is this an eyesight-based roll?
Yep, vision based.
Oh boy.
Right? Yeah, you never know. It's Savage Worlds.
Yeah, I got a
Said
1.
you never know. You still got a 1 on that there. That was yeah. No, you don't know who it was.
Okay. By the way, my wound is still there.
Oh
Did
yeah,
that get healed up?
yeah, that did get healed up
Yeah,
by
come on, Lucius.
the
Worked
water
hard.
mage. His amazing water magic abilities. But
Cool.
everybody gonna make their way back to the camp then?
Oh, well,
Is
there's
that-
no Mary here. Yes.
Yeah.
Settle in for the
Yeah.
night. Excellent. That
So,
sounds like
what-
a
before-
plan.
Before heading to bed, Jonas will actually crack the book. I mean, assuming Coratunas gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And probably for the first time in a long time is like a reflection of his old solemn self as he tries his best to remember the details. I mean, he realizes that for all of his brashness, he's probably going to die.
Yeah.
And so I think he feels like just for 1 second, like, do something good for the world before you go out, so he's trying his best to remember what happened and write down the details.
Word. It all tracks. Excellent. So this is kind of like the evening before a momentous series of events. Whatever happens tomorrow is going to set into series a chain of events that will one way or another shape at least the fate of Jonas Porter, if not the fate of Charybdis itself. There aren't many nights like this in a person's life, right? Nights before some kind of a big, it's like the, night before that job interview or the night before your wedding or, like what if your character was reflecting on this kind of a milestone, this kind of event, this kind of momentous occasion, would they recall in a dramatic interlude style Benny awarding sequence? Anything? You don't have to earn a Benny.
I guess I can go first.
Mhm.
So I kind of mentioned it earlier. I think that Porter is kind of having a moment of lucidity. He's spent a lot of the last probably 3-4 months just drunk out of his mind.
Hammer drunk, front row of a Leonard Skinner concert. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And so this opportunity, like this kind of momentous occasion, has sort of snapped him to lucidity for the first time in a long time. And prior to just being totally drunk, he was basically fighting for survival. So probably for the first time since being with his old crew, is he actually like he's kind of like laser focused in. And so for him, it's a lot of it's not just recalling so he can jot it down. It's also a lot of really painful memories. The recalling all of the loss that he has so desperately like been drinking to forget. And it's not just loss of his friends and like his captaincy and whatever. It's loss of just his identity. I mean, for a guy who was so completely grounded in who he was, his sort of he had carved out his little corner of the universe, and that's who he was. And now he's just not anywhere even close to that persona anymore. It's a hard night for him.
Yeah. Night of a lot of reflections, not just on the kind of milestones, but a series of failures. And, what's the point of a bright future with the darkness of one's past? Glug, 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 glug. Dear diary. Anybody else want to earn a Benny with a reflection?
I don't think we'll earn a Benny, but if anybody's like listening to Coratuna's sleep tonight, he's just like on every exhale saying, One step closer. One step closer. Just for 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
If you can sleep near that, you know.
Right.
Lucius,
Eat the livers.
I do not want to ever go back to that old world. I will do whatever this squid man tells me to do because I'm somebody here. I'm something, I mean something here. I'm no longer invisible. I refuse to go back to that. So if it takes us open this one-eyed portal, one-eyed Jonas, whatever they call them, I'm going to do whatever it takes. But I refuse to ever go back to what I was before. So I will do anything I've got to do to make sure Squid Boy is successful in his mission. That's what Lucius is thinking about.
Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Well done. You know what? What about you, Bill? You gonna be the only one?
Bill's looking around the camp and just seeing himself with a kraken, with a red man, having seen all kinds of monsters, is just, this is the world for him. This purgatory, it's just something that he is absolutely enjoying. It's better than the war that he was in. And just, all the fairy tales and stuff that his parents told him when he was a kid. This is so much more fantastical.
Definitely beats the old lady in the shoe. Yeah. I'm not sure what all. Now I need to look up like which one of these were established pre 1800. You know, because the fairy tales, they're weird, especially the children's rhymes and shit. Miss Muffet and Tuffet. What year? You know, the things you have to look up to be a good GM, folks. But excellent, fantastic. Everybody take a Benny, kind of benevolent God. The hour has grown late, and you find yourself slumbering, listening to the one step closer, the one step closer. A weird splorching noise coming from outside the tent, starting at about midnight, along with the occasional splorch, splorch, squish, splorch.
Like wet macaroni, right?
Like somebody just fisting a bowl of cold mac and cheese. Yeah, no, just going to town on a peanut butter jar half filled with mayonnaise. You know, just.
Please describe more. We need more audible representation.
I'm running out of both descriptors and viewers, but you get the gist. When suddenly the audible delight is abruptly cut short, and there is a unhand me! I say, it's not done! It's not done! And you hear, all right, then come outside. Move Glute to his drag over position.
Yeah, what do we say?
Give me about 3 to 5 minutes.
Right, okay, 1 second. 1 second. We go
What is that noise?
Jonas will close the book and step out with some serious red eyes going on and
What is his problem now?
Alright, you see, well, if I can get the combat tracker, don't you fucking close fingers.
2 Garen glutes. That's 1 too many.
2 Garen glute. Garen glute just out there. Just I've been inglutinated. Where is the second? Which one used the real glute, man? Alright, you're the fake
the one
glute.
with the green?
Yeah. Game over, man. Game over, Pof. Garen glute in his birthday suit. Oh, thank you, Toa. Yes, that's right, GM Benny. Being held by a darkly dressed man, his face covered in a mask. He's wearing the tri-corner brigand's hat, but he is also surrounded by several darkly dressed fellows, as though they are in uniform. And the one holding Garen Glute says, "Give us the head, One Eye, or I'll take his."
What?
Don't play coy, you know what I'm on about.
Take his what?
Jonas, what?
I would do what he says, sir. I'm quite slippery right now, but perhaps not slippery enough. Oh, shut up, you. Yes.
Do we have to?
Wait,
I mean,
Jonas, what is he asking for?
Do we have a head?
They have him.
wait, just so we're clear, what is he asking for?
The shrunken head. He's just said the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, give me some head, or I'll take his head. Was not what was going on there. I know they got to hit the 18 and over button, but you know.
I knew what he was asking for, but I was like, is that really okay?
I say we just go back and
let
have
him go, and I won't kill you. You've caught me on a really bad night.
Knife grazes Garen's throat, and a trickle of blood runs down, and he starts squealing a little. Oh, he intends to murder me, sir. Oh, it's in the bag, and his tent in the bag. It's wrapped in canvas. He says it does. It doesn't at all. It doesn't at all. Oh, don't murder me. Don't murder me. That was simple enough, wasn't it?
Let him kill him.
I'm sorry, sir. I've entertained the delusion long enough. I can't allow it. Oh, don't. Oh, yes, no, I'll be quiet. Yes, I'll quite quiet. Yes. Gets a little pommel on the head. Shrieks again. Are you gonna give us the head, or I'm gonna have to make him scream more?
No, that won't be necessary because you'll be dead. And Porter is going to run. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, hold on.
Hopefully I make it 8 because I'm gonna have to jump over the fire.
Let them kill him. We don't need
Agility roll to dramatically leap over the fire.
Yes, indeed. And I think this is where my bennies go, right here.
Right? Yeah, it's just fucking.
Hang on.
Let's get him.
I got a long
Just face plant the fire, just trying to help. Oh shit! Yeah. Leap over the fire.
Neo.
All right, and then I'm gonna make a pace die because I can't actually get there in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. All right, don't do me dirty. Oops.
Stop one short.
3.
There we go. Hey, 4.
I will honestly. This is ludicrous. He's staring right at you. I'm gonna let you get the drop on him because this is the dumbest. These are highly trained professional killers. You groggily, half-drunk leap over the fire wearing your sleeping clothes and carrying your cutlass.
So yeah, and I know that this is probably like a stupid thing, but in Jonas's mind, like as much as he loves to hate Glute is still kind of like the only attachment that he has of his
he's the crew.
Himself.
Yeah.
And given the night that Jonas is having, it's not a great night to mess with him right now. So okay, here we go.
God, I hope you wrote something down.
Yeah, I got something.
You've got the drop on you, so.
Hey, I like that.
Holy hell. The very last thing he anticipated.
Yeah.
The Blunderer's blade lashing out, hitting him for two wounds. His throat spurts, covers the back of Garen's head with his vitae as he stumbles. He goes, and falls down, and now we're rolling initiative.
Get in the tent.
Glute will be very happy to do whatever is required. Bill Harper, you're up.
Real quick though, I'm gonna do Get Savage.
Yep.
Just benefit the one edge, and there'll be improved counterattack. So
Roger.
I have the 3 counterattacks.
Roger, roger. Improved counterattack. The adventure card has been played. Get savage. He now has improved counterattack for the rest of the encounter. Bill Harper.
All right. And he is going to run up. Let's see, 8.
And remember the multi-action penalty after running.
6. Yeah. My
There's a tent
thought
in
I
front
could
of you
go
there.
around. Hold on, it wouldn't let me go around that way.
Bum, bum, bum. Are you using the arrow keys? That's right. You're a laptop guy.
I am.
All up in the assassin's grill. He leers at you assassinatingly.
As only an assassin can
What
do.
Right.
is that?
And lashes out with his trademark rapier. Hitting. For fuck all damage, literally.
I am getting that.
whoa.
No, that's.
It's a good thing
That
damage
damage will
doesn't
not
crit
fail.
fail. Yeah.
Wait, who's he? There's an assassin there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh, I don't
probably
see
can't
him.
see him. from
I
the
don't
other
see
side.
him.
There's a tent. Yeah.
There's a fucking tent.
He is unharmed yet again by your rapier.
All right, that'll do. I've got his
Alright.
attention.
I'm getting that cone template out.
Yeah.
No reason.
alright. No reason to have a cone template. Fine. Yes, fine. Assassin number 3 is up. He's going to move forward too. And he is going to light the fuse on his black powder bomb.
Oh. He's got a bomb.
And give it an old huck doodle. Now, what is the range? Give me a... Oh, really? It's read only. I hate you so much. Probably base throwing. So when I haven't copied characters in Fantasy Grounds over to my own NPC variants of them, I can't open their character sheets for more detailed information because they're read-only, so I have to duplicate it, and then I can open up the duplicated copy and look. 2d6. Alright, excellent. So he is actually going to advance to there, and he is going to attempt to throw his black powder bomb at Cortunus. Holy hell.
Wow.
And yeah, he's going to a medium burst template right out the gate. He should pitch for the majors. I was going to explode, and it is going to deal 2d6. And no rules about having or anything for agility. Nope, alright.
I don't like.
Yeah, we
Lucius,
need improved dodge.
unharmed. Cortunus. Uh-oh.
Did you say you
shaken.
have improved dodge?
No, he would
no,
need...
we would need improved dodge
Oh.
for there to be like blast radius, blast stuff to come at.
Hmm.
But you both are unscathed. Mispacked wet powder, etc., etc.
What does magic armor mean to you people?
Right? Isn't that just with edge, Toa?
Oh, I think so. I just looked it up. Improved dodge gives you a bonus when evading area effect attacks. I think. Let me see.
But flat you can anyway.
Looks like it. Let me check it out.
We'll get through it. We won't have another one conveniently throw a bomb until we've established. Let's say I'll have one,
Yeah.
but...
So you can make an agility roll at a -2 to avoid an area attack if you know it's coming.
Excellent. So, he is going to fire his flintlock pistol at One-Eyed Jonas, because he just gutted assassin leader that was talking all gravelly. Where's the head? You know. Fires his shot. Oh, hits with a raise.
Ooh.
Headshots the other eye.
Boom! Hand cannon
Oh, wait,
fires
hang on.
off. That's not great.
He got the drop on me?
He should not. Uh-oh.
Yes,
Wait,
he did get the drop on
I
you.
had the drop.
He
in
was
first.
backwards.
You guys, you lucked out there. He's
Oh, you still hit me though.
That's we'll
He's the one who did you.
reroll. We'll reroll. We'll do it with real maths. Fires his shot for real this time and rolls a 1. Yeah, wet powder. Assassin number 4 though, he's gonna have no such issue. I can't believe you charged into combat with dozens of us. And misses again. I mean, old-timey weapons. Lucius, Drake.
All right, let's see. What am I going to do? Lucius is going to move. Hold on, what's my 1, 3. Come here. Is this thing blocking this guy back here? This fence thing?
It's like a lean-to. You can see over it. It's just the tents that are blocking line of sight. He would have partial cover if you're trying to splash him on account of it, but...
Nice. Guess I can only get these 2. I'm going for these 2. Is that on me? Yeah, it's more this way.
There you go.
Yeah. Going for these 2 guys.
All right, what exactly is going for them mean?
Cone of cold.
Cone of cold.
Yes.
Manifesting his magical abilities for the first time on the show.
Yes, yes. And he's not going to say chill out.
Oh, really?
So,
that's unfortunate.
Seems like an opportunity.
Is that so? Is that I roll that first, right? I've never used a spellcaster before.
Give me a second here. Let's pull up your doohickey. So your powers last count of cold. Yeah, but over them. And then, are you modifying it at all?
No, I'm not modifying.
Okay,
it.
just base. All right, so it's 2 power points. You drag that cone of cold over the token on each one, or I guess you could roll it with them control targeted, but. Yep, there you go. Excellent. Yeah, the first one freezes solid and then shatters, flying the bits of him flying into the second one. We're gonna need his damage too.
Oh, my bad.
All good?
I'll get this eventually.
Yeah. Not trip. Jesus. Unnecessary. The head of the first one comes off whole and strikes the center one. Center mass rises, it freezes solid. Is the element that shatters it most profusely. He is the first one to kill the second one.
Lucius is genuinely surprised, but tries not to act like it. He looks around like,
no biggie.
Did you see that?
Nice one, Lucius.
My God, did you? Oh my gosh.
He's like halfway amazed and by what he just did, like, oh, that's ooh.
Right, yeah, that's a little.
You see his head fly off like that was okay. I mean, it was impressive.
Bit of ringing recovered from Cortinus's ears, and he just stomps forward, just pissed off that someone was trying to explode him, and slashing down grossly with his little hands.
Yeah. More of a slurp than a slash, if you will.
Yeah, he's shaken, and then there's going to be a second attack because he's just a frenzied fighter, reversing it just where there should be joints, they're not, so he can just spin a sword around and have it just, oh God.
Do that nonsense.
Do that. Liverish area, maybe? No, that's not going to do shit to him.
The first one shook him, so the second one wounds him because he doesn't have.
That's right. He's not a
So he is, in fact, quite deceased.
Nice. Moved 2. I'm gonna 3, 4, 5. No, wait. I was back here. 1, 2. Yeah, I did 3, 4, 5, 6. All right.
One-Eyed Jonas, you're unshook.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm first out of all of us. Thanks. Oh no, it should be
Like
Bill.
13th.
Yeah, no, you're way in the No, you just got
Okay.
unshook because your turn came up.
Oh, right, because I wasn't in the turn order. Okay, right. Okay, first action was not on the initiative.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of give Glute a shove in the Tently direction,
Mm-hmm.
and come over here to Assassin 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just say, I told you tonight was not a good night, and I will give him the old blunderer's blade.
Yeah. Slashing with your enchanted cutlass. Jesus. I need to turn on my cheats, guys. This is...
Well, I'm still fully anticipating just getting
If Jeff
wrecked
could
tomorrow.
only
So.
see you now.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I know.
no, slash him. Straight down the gullet. One of those, like, Trojan War finishers. Ah! The assassin starts to light the fuse on his bomb when suddenly out of the shadows you hear...
Oh, Lord.
And Mongrel
Yes.
appears.
Johnny, I'm hoping Stumpy Pete makes a return.
Jesus, Mongrel. All right. Yeah, no. I mean, fuck my assassins. That I was like, is that too many assassins? I said to myself, plotting this encounter. I mean, they got bombs. Those pistols put in work. Fuck, that might be too many. You know what? They're seasoned and they're big boys. They can take care of it. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, hey, look at that. I hit with 15 raises. What? That's weird. You know. But Mongrel comes through, rending claws, grabbing the guy from the back of the throat. He's mid-bomb light. And you know what? Mongrel is dissatisfied with that.
Mongrel needs more.
Mongrel needs more. Mongrel is also dissatisfied with that. Mongrel will have to take a shaking. You know what? No, he won't. I have GM bennies. Fuck it. Mongrel's gonna do this. He's gonna do it, guys.
Yes.
Going.
Yes.
Come on, Mongrel. Mongrel. Mongrel.
DM Benny.
Mongrel.
DM Benny.
Mongrel.
Just
Use them all.
I'm not gonna use them all. I mean, I'm gonna be reasonable, and the audience, of course, will bequeath me more because they love Mongrel as well.
Yeah, give him Mongrel. Give Mongrel.
And
bennies.
you'll note this is officially. Thank
you
you
just
there,
got
Moon
one.
Ripples.
Moon.
This is officially the first game where it is 1 point cheaper to buy GM bennies than it is cast bennies. So deal with that, guys. There's yet another Benny. Comes from the Benny pool to assist Mongrel. And what should really not be. There we go. There we go. Audience Benny. Let's do it, Moon Ripples. Yeah. Came through, and in the end, the claws sink into the guy's throat, touch each other, and separate. You can see the vertebrae go off in disparate directions with the viscera spray. And Mongrel immediately sets into his repast when you hear a voice behind you that says, "That's probably enough, my fishy friend." And an old robed man comes in out of the shadows with a long walking staff, followed by Mary Cricket. And he says, "There is much to accomplish before dawn." And with that, we will take our mid-show break. Oh, shit.
Oh.
It's time to leave.
Right.
Let's come
right.
out.
That's right. That's right. It's 1 cheaper, Johnny. That's right. 1 cheaper now. $499. So when you're right on the edge there and you're like, I want to influence the story, spend them on the Benny. We're going to take our mid-show break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching it. Thank you for the subscriptions, the follows, the raids, the bits, all of it. We appreciate all of it. Follow us on Twitter. Join our Discord community that is robust and nerd-alicious. You can do all of that. You can hit the !social to get the deets to the Twitter, the !Discord to get the Discord link. You can subscribe for free, giving me $2.50 a month to do this nonsense by using Amazon Prime. You already have Amazon Prime. We live in the plague time. Nobody is buying anything. Nobody's out in the stores. Why not use those Bezos bucks and support an independent TTRPG stream like ours that does Savage World 3 times a week? That's not right. That's right. Not once, not twice, but thrice. That's right. 3 times a week. It's 50 Fathoms on Tuesday. Tomorrow night we have Deadlands. We are debuting a new character with his own stream at Lord Links. That's the one. He is a trained actor. So no pressure, rest of the Deadlands cast, because, no pressure. But he has a very fascinating character that we drew over the weekend that is going to be introduced. And then, of course, there is Hell on Earth on Friday, where we take the Deadlands timeline 200 years in the future and explore the post-apocalypse. So in addition to sticking around for the rest of the show tonight, why don't you, also stick around for those throughout the rest of the week. And we'll be right back. Thanks for watching, guys. Ahoy, mateys, we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break. If you will recall, Mongrel just got done viciously eviscerating the last of the assassins that had been sent to get the shrunken head from One-Eyed Jonas, and was feasting on his, bits as a elderly man's voice bade him stop, and he did. From the shadows appearing with Mary Cricket, who reveals again she goes from the deeply hooded figure to the vivacious redhead with the full tricorner and the big plume, because she's Massaquani, right? Well, oh no, she's human actually, never mind, but still. She's a looker. And she goes,
Sure.
I think you'll want to speak with this gentleman's. Indeed.
You were the arena.
Indeed, I was observing a spectacle. I've seen better.
Shrug it off. There's a fire over here. Come.
Yeah,
Stay a while.
Stay a while and listen. One of the advices that I give to DMs that are just starting out as voice acting is to take inspiration from characters and other media, even if sometimes it's a little on the nose. You gotta. But Garingloot is going to start toweling off the blood, stare longingly over at his vat of half-finished eels, and go put some pants on. Everybody else gathers around the fire. The old man shakily sits on one of the logs. Mary does not. She's got her hand on her cutlass, her eyes darting back and forth cautiously. I don't think that'll be necessary, Mary. I would feel the tremors of their approach, certainly. Earth guides us, after all. So, I understand that you all seek Tressa the Red.
Yes, that's the one that we were told about. Yes, that she could stop the rising of the waters, or even reverse them.
Hold up. This is the first time those words have come out of your mouth, Jonas.
It is.
It's been Redbeard Rufus this entire time.
Yeah.
Well,
But suddenly, no. It's not Chase. The Red Mage herself. But let's go chase some ghost. That had better been Chapter 1, title, actually, Teresa the Red.
well, I'll be honest, this is pretty much the first time that you've caught me actually not drunk out of my mind, so I apologize if I...
Of course not, Johnny.
Well, that's fair. That is accurate. Continue.
Yes, it appears as though we share a similar goal there, but I am in need of assistance, and it appears as though you will be as well. And I am going to continue talking because it appears as though Porter is distracted by hallucinations coming on from his abstinence from the...
It's the maiden.
He was having a conversation with tiny people that weren't actually there. I would be disturbed, but I'm a man of the world.
Sorry about that. Keep going.
But I too seek Tressa the Red for her guidance on the matters of the drowning of the world, and I believe that we could be of assistance with each other in this affair.
Well,
do you have in your
yes.
employ an Earth Mage? He says, raising his hand, and his seat elevates slightly as the ground raises above him, and he stretches a little.
No, I don't.
So no means to magically repair your ship on its traversal through the gullet.
Well, I had hoped that with a water mage and a wind mage, our travels would have been eased.
They will be to some extent, but even with a skilled navigator, you will need to be able to repair the vessel and sustain it through rapids, the likes of which Charybdis does not share in other locales. Additionally, there is the small matter of an artifact in the possession of, I believe he goes by Lord Mayor Halluin, an ostentatious fellow, not to my tastes at all, but in possession of a figurehead that I believe, along with the statuette that young Mr. Porter here has in his possession, would be combined to be most efficient help, of course, with my guidance.
And the price tag for your guidance.
Your assistance in seeking Tressa myself. If she is what they say, and truly a human archmage, she is one of a kind, and has mastered several of the magical realms that are arcane and obtuse to my mind. She would certainly have the information that I seek.
Well, you are cheap, then.
You mentioned that I have a figurine. This is true, but I was unaware that it had anything to do with our current situation.
Have you yet captained a ship with it in your possession?
I have not, actually, now that you bring it up. No, I lost my ship before
its
acquiring
true
it.
value will be known then, friend.
Well, I guess I'd better hand it over then.
As it were, I do not think the ownership is a matter of importance as much as the captaincy. It will take a group of noble and proud individuals. Even if we were to array all of us here and get the figurehead in the position of the Lord Mayor, we would still need to travel to Torth Claw to recruit a skilled hunter by the name of Angus McBride.
And somewhere along the way, we would find the proud and noble group.
I think you underestimate yourself, my Kraken friend.
I think you overestimate pride and nobility.
There is no more nobility in one of your tentacles than in all the Kirin Empire.
Just slows things down. So, tonight, we kill the Lord Mayor.
I would not suggest tonight. You will find his estate well attended with a celebration. But tomorrow, perhaps, during the bout, it would be a wise opportunity with the distraction of the event to get into his estate and procure the figurehead, along with, I believe, the woman that you seek, the barkeeper, Azzy. She is being kept in a dungeon he has constructed.
So they're right now drinking themselves into the evening, and now is not the time to strike.
I mean, should you want to go and make a scene with dozens of individuals, I mean, certainly, I believe that subtlety may win the day. But of course, this is but the advice of an old man, and probably half a fool, so, I would be more likely to move a mountain than convince someone such as yourself of the righteousness of my course. I am here for suggestions.
I agree with the old man. He's half a fool. Maybe we do it at night.
Well, he's not saying do it at night. He's saying do it tomorrow.
No, I agree. He's half a fool. I'm saying
do it now. Yes.
do it now.
Yes.
If it was to be attempted with a little more subtleties, says Miss Cricket, piping up, it could be that we could restore the balance of power in this town, and you could find Azzy K return to somewhat of its state of glory, and yourselves, with the town in your debts.
What if we split the difference? Go when they're asleep from their revelries.
I mean,
a few hours time.
You could definitely do that. We would have to procrastinate, though, while an encounter was created for that map, bearing in mind that it wasn't a set of circumstances that the GM anticipated. But with that, I mean, it's certainly it's an options. I mean, it's definitely a route here. Let me just stat out drunken pirates and then toss them in here.
Why don't we do this? I certainly have no desire, although who am I? I'm no one, but I have no desire to leave this place before I've concluded my contract. I understand the man holding the contract may be dead in a matter of hours, but it's sort of a matter of pride, you know.
No.
Why don't we do
Have
this?
you read the note I gave you?
Oh, that was you. No, I
Indeed.
You know, I didn't, because I sat down to write my life story, Coratunis. Why don't I do that now?
Yeah, no, it says just a drop will do. Apply to your blade.
Okay, cool.
There are about 5 drops in the vial.
I've got an idea. Mary, you are well versed with the criminal element in this town, yes?
I bristle at the implications. Yes.
Very well. I will not imply. I will state right out. Yes, you are. You are. Well,
I might be the totality of the criminal elements in the towns.
Well, that's all that we need then. I'm going to play the adventure card of contact. So, Mary, why don't we do this? I understand the desires of my newfound friends here to rush in brashly and take out these drunken revelers while they have the chance. I certainly am not opposed to the idea, but seeing as how they are currently my only hope to get off this island, I would prefer that they all stay alive. So why don't we do this? If you would take the evening, Mary, to scout out the location and procure supplies with which my friends might use to assault the Lord Mayor's manor during the bout tomorrow, I fulfill my end of the contract, and they get the crazed bloodlust, informed crazed bloodlust that will both keep them alive and satisfy their desires.
There's only a couple of problems with that. I can certainly get you the intels, but the idea is that there won't be a bloodlust because everybody will be at the arenas watching your face get splattered by Indominus. The house should be, it should be a simple... it's more of a lockpick, roguish endeavor, if you catch my drifts, than a let's go in and assault the empty house. You feel free to kick in the doors. I'd rather you not burns at Downs's because she's still in there. But, you know. I was thinking, along what with Phflenflamir, what Flammy here was saying.
Right, well, I certainly cannot control your actions, gentlemen, but...
I am in your debts. We'll ultimately go with whatever's decided here, but I think there's a more tactful approach. And I know that Azzy herself wasn't huge on the murders, and she might look a little, poorly if you go in there and butcher a bunch of people that hadn't, seen proper justices.
Well, we were only staying here because of the commitment I have to Jonas as a part of my crew, and it was his wish to leave this K better than it was found. And if that means restoring Azzy and, as you say, pursuing this endeavor with subtlety, then the prepared plan is fine. I have, as the land dwellers say, no horse in this race.
Very good, Captain.
Yes.
I've eaten that, says Mongrel. But with that established, then, Miss Cricket is going to use her contacts then to get the house completely scouted and to give you the intel as to the time when we would be best to attempt to rescue Miss Azzy Angsley. So that's half a plan. The other half of the plan is Jonas goes alone into the arena and gets his face turned into paste by Indominus. Right now he has poison, so all he has to do is prick him, we're assuming, and he'll win. But there's still the issue of him pricking him. And then the additional issue, right, of the fact that Halu Haluan and his entourage are going to be in the box watching the event and still very much in charge when the event ends, unless something is done to perhaps arrange a simultaneous... I'm not saying that I'm suggesting splitting the party into 3 ways. One to go steal, one to get his face turned into a fine pulp, and others to form a kind of assassination jump-out team. But I am kind of saying that, there are 3 problems to solve.
Well, we already know what which part is Porter's, so...
I will be in the stands watching over, and when the grail is felled, maybe I'll be near Halu Haluan.
Halu Haluan himself should be easy to kill, especially if you get the drop on him. If there was a simultaneous kind of coup de grace, the grail gets felled, he leaps up and tosses his kerchief down as the blade leaps out kind of deal. Certainly you would have the drop on him.
Lucius, you're roguish, yes?
I've done my fair share of nicking here and there.
Well, then, yes, perhaps you take Bill here, get what we need from the house.
All right. I can do
that.
I think I can do that.
That'll be an adventure for you, Bill. You like adventure.
Should I stay bottling the eels then? Garen says, peeping out, now wearing trousers.
Stay bottling the eels.
Yes,
please.
yes,
Absolutely.
I will definitely make sure that we are well provisioned for our exfiltration. And thank you, sir. It's but a cut, really. It's a love nick. It's a scar by which I will remember your commitment to my safety as you so proudly leapt over the flames. Sir, I knew that you cared for me,
All
but
right,
now
which way should we go to get to? All right.
Now I know. He says a little deflated and goes back to his eels. But, the evening then will pass. And it is dawn of the next day. Now, this evening's events are to transpire this evening. So we have a full day with which to prep and invigorate ourselves. Phflenflamir and Molly are nowhere to be found. I should just pick a name for her. Mary Cricket. We're going to go with her. Mary Cricket and Phflenflamir are nowhere to be found, clearly engaging in their aspects of the plan. Is there anything that people would like to do before this evening's event? Do any preparation?
I'm going to give my grappling hook and line to Lucius Drake.
Ooh. Now, it's a single-story dwelling, but it is very dramatic.
Yeah, it's,
Right, just in case.
It can be a weapon, too.
That's true. It's true.
I also have that.
So,
then if Bill has it, never mind.
PowerPoints back to all our magic users, of course, because We are, having rested throughout the entirety of the evening. I need to make sure.
Yeah, I added them.
Why does it never give them the battle ball? Damn it.
Oh, bold.
It's ludicrous,
So-
guys.
Lucius
Porter is gonna
kinda
fill
sits back.
his. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Lucius sits back and fantasizes how this is all gonna turn out. He's like built it all up in his head, how he's gonna be like the ultimate burglar and sneak in and no one's gonna see him. He's got it all mapped out perfectly. How
Yeah,
he
you've seen the layout of the house roughly. You'll have to do a little bit of exploration, but it's supposed to be completely abandoned, right? So you got to go in, find the figurehead, right? Which will be, I mean, it's a ship figurehead. It's going to be like 100 pounds of figurehead. You're going to have to figure that shit out, right? But then also you're going to have the gal, assuming with you, so you're going to, maybe she'll help you. Between the two of you should be able to get it out.
Lucius does not need help. Come on.
Right. I mean, why would he need help? That's a silly proposition, that is. Let me just end this battle ball here.
You just ice the floor and we slide the figurehead along. It's perfect.
I mean, literally,
That's a great idea.
yeah. Anybody else doing anything to prepare while I frantically scramble?
A 1 hour dip
How
into
long
the water.
does
Yeah, your night swim. Mm-hmm. Working on the night
how long
swim.
does the poison last on the blade?
That is an excellent question. It's until used. It's one of them poisons. That being said, when utilizing this poison, it is just so incredibly super fucking duper important that you do not critically fail. It is. I cannot stress.
Somebody mark this point if you're watching the VOD.
I just cannot stress enough how important it is.
You're rewatching this on YouTube.
That
right?
you
Just
do not.
mark this section.
That you do not critically fail while wielding a weapon that's coated in this poison. I just need to stress that right now. Right out the gate, just clearly. So that when it happens here in 45 seconds or whatever, right, nobody's like, now wait a minute, you didn't stress several times that you shouldn't critically fail while using this poison, because you know what you're going to do. We all know what you're going to do. They've been watching this show. I don't even know why I'm stressing the point. But yeah, get ready for new character, all right? Yeah, we have a water. We have a water mage. It'll be fine.
I'll be with the water mage.
Fails have killed characters in other games. I'm just saying.
All right, so
and the great thing is, no matter how big of a warning you give, like it's you can't do anything about it when it happens. It's like, well, there it is.
You really can't. You really can't. Yeah, it's the only thing. It's the only narrative device that I leave unmanipulatable in the whole game. Now, mind you. They can keep you from dying. They can't keep you from taking another permanent injury as the poison destroys your we'll find out, right?
The entire chat is hoping for a critical
right
fail.
now they're all, man, yeah, let's do it.
I've actually got an idea for another character I think would be really
Look, we're already.
Like I literally just yesterday was like, thank fuck that's over. Finally, I'm 15 characters, 16 characters into my 12 character arcs. Yeah, no, all right.
Our streams, we can't wait.
Right now, I mean, each one keeps getting better though, so I'm starting to see that I need to like pick a level and stop, because otherwise people are gonna be, no, that's actually 2 steps better than mine. Oh, I slip and fall on this sword.
It'll be a fun.
Bill goes up to Porter, say, hey, Jonas, can I get some of that? And I hold out my blade.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that
5 doses. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shoot, yeah.
So everybody's getting new characters. Is that what I'm hearing right now? That's just what's flashing through my mind right now. No. Just like, hey, put some of that new character juice on my shit. Yeah, that's. What did I do? Why did I say 5?
Double our chances for crit failure.
I know, literally, single-handedly.
Right,
it actually never runs out. All your blades are.
Fuck it, out now. I don't even use
You're like,
weapons, but
lend me a dagger with my no fighting skill. Yeah, oh Lord.
So, real quick though, before we move on, Porter has a flask that he keeps in his pocket or into some, a hip pouch if he's got it. I don't know.
Mhm.
And before the fight, he's going to make sure that it is filled to the brim with the stiffest alcohol he can get his hands on.
Nice. Oh shit, that's the pillar.
As well as applying poison to his sword.
Roger that. Wrong map. That's fun. Give me a second here, guys. Boom. Dun dun dun. Raining again because I paid $140 for these goddamn map effects, and like 2 of them are applicable to Charybdis. So, guess what, guys? All right.
Makes it like theatrical.
Let me click more of these guys back here. We're gonna get some observers. I had this rigged up for the pillars match, and I'm not gonna subject you to that again. Alright, so townsfolk coming in. There's much cheering, clamoring. It is a packed house tonight. People are just super stoked. He's come all the way from Arfk, the northern frozen waste, where he is reputed to have once, with his bare hands, killed a narwhal, breaking off its horn and killing it with it as an improv sword whilst in the freezing waters. Yeah, so he's that kind of guy. And then, we'll put... Cartoonist is going to be up in the stands. Bill, which group are you with? I forget.
Going to the house.
Going to the house. Excellent. So, Phflenflamir and Court, it's a one-man assassination squad. That's all you need. I mean, Cartoonist is going to put in work. Jesus, why am I even like, maybe this isn't a good idea, guys? And I remember Cartoonist's stat block, and I'm like, actually, never mind. It's the best idea there's ever been. Like, I'm sitting here and trying to think, like, I can think of a couple of things in the very end of the 50 Fathoms book that I would put up against him that he would have trouble with, but there are not many.
Can I finagle a seat on the right side of the...
Yeah, you can definitely sit with Phflenflamir. With a stealth roll.
Oh, I suppose. I'll Benny that.
Yeah.
I got pennies for that.
Yeah. Yeah, you slip in behind him while he's distracted, chatting up some of that, the people dressed in what passes for finery here in Brigand's Cay. Meanwhile, give me a second here. This is always a great idea. I recommend this very much so. Splitting a party into 90 disparate parts. Bill Harper and Lucius Drake come up to the locked doors of the Halluin estate.
Back. Watch the stream then.
Right. It doesn't share cross map at all. No.
It's funny because I can see their map.
You can see their map? Oh, that's because as a line of sight, they need to fix their line of sight stuff.
You had to take off line of sight.
I
on
did.
This one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said the doors are locked?
The doors are locked and will require a lock-picking roll or for one of you to break one of the ground floor windows.
I have thievery.
Now, why would you, a proper gentleman and man about town, water mage, not just succeed, but succeed with a raise on their thievery roll, popping open the lock easily? Now, there's an actual closed and opened. If you mouse over the door on the map, you just click that. Oh, you've done it. What am I talking about? Open that bitch up. Poof.
If I can, let me find the right map. There we go. Okay.
And you're immediately assaulted by 100 pirates. No, it appears to be empty. The air is thick with smoky Masakwani incense, purple light garishly cast on the ostentatious marble statue at the far end of the corridor, representing the Masakwani beliefs on life, death, and rebirth. It's a Reaper with
I'm-
its titty out, like, yay, that's whoa, dude, that's deep.
I don't know how you want us to move, but I'm moving stealthily,
Yeah.
quietly,
Mhm.
Yep, stealthily.
as I walk in, peek around this corner.
Yep, no, the
It's a
house
door.
does in fact appear abandoned.
Is this locked?
No,
This
none
door?
of the interior doors appear to be locked.
I listened before. Do I hear any noise?
A subtle crackle of the fire. No noise. No footsteps on the wooden floors. And the house is haphazardly constructed again, so.
This is the room we were in before, right?
It is, in fact, yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Hey, Lucius, what
Yeah.
exactly are we looking for besides AZ?
Some sort of for some statue, some device.
A figurine. That's
Yeah.
A figurehead. You will find
Wait,
them mounted on the front of a ship.
One of these.
They
What was this
generally
over
rest
here?
below the prow.
Oh, okay.
Over here.
It is a bookshelf. There is a animal skull you don't recognize sitting on top of it. A bunch of tomes about the history of Charybdis, That is the bathroom. That's just a shitter you found there, Bill.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Leaping over the table with his rope monkey skills deftly. It really sucks that you guys can't see. Let me try something real fast. This is gonna break it, and I'm gonna have to turn it off immediately.
Yeah,
I'm certain, but
I'm watching the stream. It works.
it's like a second behind. It's less engaging. Let's see here.
What is in here?
Can you see now?
Can you see that?
If you click on one of their tokens.
Oh yeah, I can see now without even needing to click on one of the tokens.
Nice.
This one.
Nice. They fixed it, guys. Holy shit.
Oh, it works?
Yeah. Allegedly it works. Yeah, the party vision and movement turned on now. Apparently lets them see party vision and movement. That door you found, Bill, is locked.
Oh. Wait,
Double,
no,
triple locked. And
It's got a big sign.
there is the butler snoring in here. And you are going to need to give me a stealth roll at a -1.
Stealth roll.
Ooh.
He
Beautiful.
snores and stirs and turns over, saying, "Yes, of course, more spice, Master Helon. Yeah, you bastard."
You said this one's locked?
Yep.
Yes.
Double locked, thievery
Try
at
to
a -2.
Let's see.
The lantern in this room casts a eerie light over a strange assortment of books. There's a narwhal tusk, and there are some large crates.
Oh, I'm a little rusty. Let's see what I got.
I'll take the books.
You
no.
have snapped off your
The
lockpick
harbinger.
in the lock, preventing further lockpicking attempts on the door.
Oh. I'm out of practice. This is not good.
You can just kick doors down.
That's probably what we're gonna have to do. Let me look around.
Is there anybody going to notice?
Just the butler that was, asleep one room up from here. That barely stayed asleep as he went into the room and was like, "Oh, whoopsie doodoo."
Oh, would the butler have a key?
Butler would likely have a key. Oh, thank you.
There we go. I go back in here
Mm-hmm.
and I sift through his things. Maybe I first sift through like the drawers and whatnot around him. If I don't find anything there, I'm gonna of course try to pick his pocket.
I mean, if you are going to sift through the drawers around him, it is going to be another stealth roll, this time at a -2.
I am going
Holy
to
hell.
approach with my.
Wait, Toa. Rules lawyer. Do stealth rolls fail on a trait roll of 1? I forget.
Oh, come on.
I know magic fails. I know persuasion fails. I feel like stealth does too, but I'm referring to our official audience judge. And new moderator, everybody. Welcome Toa to the moderation team. He's very helpful. Good shit,
Pretty
guy.
sure he said no.
Yeah, he's like, no, it's fine. It's whatever.
Right?
Oh no,
Yeah.
he might be referencing. This might be something that he has to actually look up, which would be a first. I don't ask this every game. Thank you very. It's like every other game, but.
Rex is basically saying if you don't know, it should let it slide.
Hey, Lucius, just one
Trait
trick
roll,
of mine.
boom. It is a fail. Suck it, but you can Benny it.
He
'Cause
will
it's not
not.
a crit fail.
All right. So a trait roll is a fail.
Yeah, trait roll of 1 is a fail on stealth, as well as persuasion and magic. It's only
Okay.
some things that fail. It used to be I played it every time. Remember how bad that was? And you were like, fuck. Yeah.
Why
Slowly
is it
learning
not
the
letting
rules.
me?
But
It's
Benny.
not letting me.
It's not letting you Benny. There's a Benny.
It was
It was just lagging.
Yeah. Let's do this again. -2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yikes, that's a natural 1 again. It really wants you to wake up Jeeves.
I might just, after a number of these, I'm going to wake him up on purpose.
All right, yeah, fucking slap. Where's the goddamn key, Jeeves? Just.
Come on.
That's just a normal failure. That's not a.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's a trait roll, a natural 1 again.
All right, last one. This is for real.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it now.
This is
Yeah.
for your reputation.
I got one in my pocket.
The thief. Oh, Benny's flying out. Moon ripples. Oh, GM Benny too.
For you.
And for you. And for you there. Lucius gets another.
There we
go. Look at that. Boom. It's the
okay.
audience. Benny does it. Oh, but it's a trait roll of a natural 1 again. Ah!
That's impossible.
This is not right. You turned your cheat
It
on.
was not meant to be.
I did turn my cheat
I was
mode
about
on.
to say,
It's
Literally 4 of the last 5 rolls have had the trait roll a natural 1.
I mean, it's a 1 out of 6 chance, but still, like, mathematically, it's starting to get like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Excellent. He wakes up and he goes, Halu, I'm sorry. You're not Halu. What are you doing in here? Guards! Guards! There are no guards. They're all at the arena. Give me a strength roll.
Yeah, that'll do.
I mean, he's the butler. You managed to avoid getting your fingers bit by him. He is not, he's a citizen.
Papa, help me incapacitate him.
If one of you's holding him down, the other one of you can just coup de grace.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've got the poison blade, so just a.
No.
Blip.
I just want to nick him. I want to nick him just to see what he does.
Just to test.
I'm curious.
But if you want to stick him with the poison blade, you are welcome to spend your dose of poison on a free coup de grace strike against the pin down, just to see what it does. I mean, then you'll know.
Thanks for the betting, by the way. For both bettings.
I know.
Just knock.
How about
just knock him out. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay. I'll use the pommel of my sword.
Believe me, I would
against
do nothing more than to kill the
You knock him out and find a key ring handily on his person, which takes us back to the main event.
All right.
Halu stands up and wipes off the mouth of the amplification horn and There's quite a crowd assembled here. We're representing just some of them in tokens due to the fact that I might have primed the wrong map with this encounter initially because it's been a long few days, guys. But with that established, he says, "Are you ready for a spectacle tonight?"
Is he still doing the manual?
Yeah, he's still doing the manual voice, yeah, because now it's canon, right? All the way from the frozen wastes of northern off, where he has single-handedly cracked a man of war in half, ship first, from tip to stern, with a single blow of the grail ball technique he invented, the mighty iceberg, work, against the roguish devil, that has fought his way up through the tournament ranks and finds himself here, willing to shed his blood for your entertainment here tonight! Yeah! Woo! The drunken swordsman, the one-eyed pirate, the sole survivor of the encounter with the feared Redbeard Rufus! I give you One-Eyed Jonas! Yeah! The crowd, yay! Jonas kind of, yeah.
I think Jonas is just kind of giving Halu the death glare with his one eye.
Excellent, comes out icily, Russell Crowe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And as soon as the opponent appears, Jonas is gonna take out his flask and just like down as much of it as he can. It can just be sloppy. It's just running down his chin,
right.
Whatever. And it's going to activate his liquid courage edge.
Excellent. It's funny that you mentioned seeing the opponent, because Halu clears his throat and begins to give Indominus's intro. The man you do not need any introduction for. When the big metal grate portcullis that blocks off the opponent's side of the arena gets busted open, the thick iron rods, thick as your wrist, flying here and there, the battle ball coasting out, snapping on the end of the chain and being pulled back despite its full 200 pounds or so of weight before it even begins to drop to the ground, and is palmed by the largest, most scarred grail you have ever seen in your life. If your standard grail stands 7 feet or so, this one's easily 8.5. There must be 900 pounds of him. He has the longest and most overgrown tusks you've ever seen, each one protruding a full 8 inches out of his bottom jaw that slavers at you if he looks at you with his red eyes filled with rage and pounds his chest. Indominus! I'm gonna have to pay for the grate, you hear Haluan bitch to himself. And poof. Excellent. How many bennies does the GM have? I do need to do a little Benny GM window. I am currently sitting on 3. Uh-oh, 4, 5. Uh-oh. 6. Uh-oh. Toa. That's rough, guys. That's not... They want to see you... I just described this guy smash an iron portcullis to bits and come out with just... And they're like, yeah, we want to see this shit. Come on, let's go. But
watch this. Watch what the chat does back after that. Watch.
Oh, Jonas, boom. Yeah, up to 5. Here we go. And with that, initiative is away. Remember, Coratunis. Remember, Coratunis. Strike when the blow is struck. Jonas, excellent. Another to Jonas.
Also, I don't know what happened. I got like a wound somehow.
Oh, well, I mean, you just automatically wounded from how badass he is.
I just deserve it.
Yeah, I know. It was a piece of the portcullis that came flying and actually struck you in your other eye. You are now blind and have to fight him all kickboxer.
Love it.
Just that really overdramatic, you know? Anybody kickbox? When was the last time you saw Kickboxer? Come on. All right, here we go.
It's been a while.
And with that,
Bloodsport?
yeah,
Dipping the
Bloodsport.
hand
Yeah, that's
in-
what. Oh my god, I had the wrong fucking movie. I was talking about Bloodsport the whole goddamn time. Oh, I am. You know what I'm doing? I am taking a Benny away from myself. That's what I did there. Wow. It's the the big guy with the pecs. Yeah.
Somebody knows. Somebody has to know.
Kumite. It was the Kumite. He had to. Yeah, but. All right. Oh, GM Benny. Boom. Back to me negating my lack of. All right, we got to get to this at some point, guys. All right. So here we go. First round of combat is up. Ba-da-da! Jonas. Liquid courage bracing you as you toss your empty bottle away and you go first in the initiative step.
All right. I don't have the map in front of me. What's the name of the map? Let me pull it up.
Oh, here, I'll share it.
There we go. Okay, so I can't reach this guy.
Nope. That being said, we need to remember that the battle ball is reach 2.
I guess I could reach him, but I'd have to run and get a 6 on the run. I'm not going to try. What I'm going to do... I'm going to put up my my sword and assume a defensive position. I'm gonna do the.
Uh-oh.
Is that what it's called?
Uh-oh, okay, you just hung. A defensive action, are you? Yeah? Full defense.
Yeah, so I want him to come forward. I'm guessing Grails are I'm hoping they're kind of slow, and I'm hoping they won't get to me, but if he does, then I want to be, defensive.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. That tracks. And with that, Cortunas, you've been told to hold your blow, but,
Yeah.
You're a free squid. Excellent. Indominus is up after pounding his chest and roaring. Not even in Grail, just bestily. He is going to run. Oh, his full pace. 4 + 4. Wow. 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. And roar again in your face, attempting to intimidate you. So I will need your spirit versus his intimidation.
All right, give me just a second. I'm checking my my edges. I think I got. I think I dropped the one.
He didn't roll that great anyway.
Okay.
But...
All right, here we go.
Yeah. You have a lawn still, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this ain't your first rodeo. I mean, practically the spittle lands at your feet. You ready? You ready for this shit?
Yeah, Jonas just laughs at him.
All right. Oh, he's not gonna. Oh, he doesn't care for that. I might not have done that. But that's you. That's you. You're doing your own. You are your own man. And
I've seen worse.
With that, we are back to Halu's estate. Guys. That door is locked.
While he's getting the door, I'm making sure the butler is tied to the bed.
Whoa, they did hit that 18 and over button, yeah.
And making
Glute
sure
shows
his,
up, I'll handle it. Oh, yeah.
I take a pillowcase and gag his mouth.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
He looks for a ball in a leather strap.
Because when you get that feeling. way you want.
See,
Yeah, I
we,
know.
we didn't go through the drawers. The butler may have that in there.
Oh, Lord. Do
All
I
right.
hear anything on the other side of this door?
Huh? Give me a notice roll. -1. Thick door.
Yeah, I don't know
Your
shit.
ear falls off from the pox you got from that whore. I mean,
You hear Bill
All right,
giggling.
I unlock the door.
I really don't know how to handle critical fails on notice rolls. I mean, they happen
I
all the
unlock it.
time, and I'm like, you can't notice anything through hearing for the rest of the. I mean, what do? You can't unlock it. Remember, you broke off the lockpick inside it.
So the key doesn't work.
No.
Okay.
It's just fit you. I mean, it's in there. It's jammed. You're gonna have to knock down the door. Tough
Yeah,
10.
kick it down.
Tough 10. You need to do
Good luck.
14 points
You
of
can do it.
damage to knock that son of a bitch down.
Channel your inner luchador.
Can you freeze the door and make it more fragile?
Oh, now we're thinking ahead there. Why don't you give me a smarts roll there, Bill Harper? Yeah, no, if you made the hinges cold enough, you're smart enough there to deduce. You could probably get them to crack. That being said, it would take a raise on a spell casting roll to really freeze those hinges up.
All right, here goes.
Are the hinges on this side of the door?
Conveniently enough.
I'm gonna Benny that. I need a raise. It's my last Benny.
Not quite enough thick wrought iron hinges. You're gonna have to find something around here. In this room full of things that glow and, could be
what is that?
for I mean, it is glowing with an eerie blue light. It's some kind of magic thing of some sort. We'll have to figure that out after we come back to the arena.
Defeated by a door.
We are, yeah, no shit. Thank you there. Lucius is gonna need him. He's not doing well right now. All right, next round of combat here. Oh no.
I've still got defend up, by the way. I think it lasts until my next turn.
You do still have defend up. So you can spend a Benny to try and get a better initiative step, but he is on the jack right now. So it's not the odds aren't in your favor,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on that one.
All right, in that case, we will have a new character rolled up for him next week, and we will see you guys then.
See.
That's no. All right, let me get defend on you here. Oh no. Oh no, that's fine though. I mean, you got that good parry. I'm only sitting on 8 bennies between him and me, so you're.
Hey, I got 6.
You're
and
fine. You're fine. All right, he is going to. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's gonna stay 1 away. He doesn't even need his full pace this time. And the full mass of the Grail Battle Ball. I mean, he's palming it as he walks up to you, right? He tosses it up into the air with a casual gesture, right? It rolls off of his fingers, and then quick as lightning is snapped towards you as the full weight of the thick industrial chain snaps to its length. There's almost a sonic boom as it comes hurtling towards your face. See, that means he's gonna crit fail whenever I describe it, like that. Oh, the +4 defense. Ping! You parry it away somehow, your blade ringing, your arm shaking from the force of the blow. And, you don't care for that. Jonas.
All right, Jonas is going to run up and do his best to just get in a quick slash. I mean, he does still want to do damage in case the poison doesn't take. So, but I'm thinking. I guess I can't move. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna move up and hit him first.
Right. I'm assuming your turn's on hold, Coratunis. Should this be the moment?
Yeah, it's going to be like a.
You were first on the initiative step, so.
Oh.
Oh, so you
No.
fail with the poison blade, right?
So, I need everybody to recall
Are
what I
you shitting me? Go
specifically,
back to-
I
we told you to mark.
specifically instructed him not to.
Wow.
I
Hang on.
So
I
at
do
this
have
point
to
in the
kill, so
video,
let's see.
rewind back.
I specifically said, do not critically fail while you are wielding this poison. In your eagerness to slash at him, the corner of your blade ever so slightly grazes the back of your hand, and instantly your limb catches on fire and then promptly goes numb. You can see the wound begin to bubble, right, as your consciousness fades, and you are currently incapacitated, just like that. Poof. It was a not fucking around. Well, I mean, you can give me a vigor roll. I mean, you do have a substantial vigor. Hit me with the -4.
Is this just a regular vigor roll, or is it like a soak roll?
It's a poison. It's not a soak roll. Well, I mean, it's kind of. It's both. I guess it's
Well,
a soak.
the reason I
Let's do a
ask is
soak roll. Let's
because I
call it
have
a soak
an
roll.
edge.
Yeah. Let's call it a
Okay,
soak
so
roll.
I do have the Iron Jaw edge, which adds 2 to my soak roll.
All right, so let's call it a -2. Hey, that's not bad
Oh,
at all.
make him nick his leg. That's a great idea. Make him nick his leg, and then he has to chop his leg off.
There it is.
And he's Stumpy Jones.
So, it's not going to kill you, which is great, right? You did not get a raise on said vigor roll, so you are going to be rolling on that injury table to see what kind of permanent effect it's going to have on your body. Unfortunately, this is only the beginning of the issues that we have here, right? Because you are very poisoned, rolling on the table, still very much so unconscious from the extent of your injuries, and are still also, and in addition, fighting the 8-foot-tall Grail who's been instructed to turn you into a fine meal, as it were. So,
Okay, so real quick though, before we move on,
yes.
can I Benny that roll?
Yeah, you can Benny the shit out of that vigor roll. Yeah. 8 to not get an injury table and pass out, to really just
You got a
muscle
lot
through
of
it.
bennies, too.
You know, crit failed this roll.
Okay,
You
give me
can
just
do
a
it.
second. My modifiers are hating me.
Got this.
Okay, so let's do this.
I kind of want to see Stumpy Jones. So.
Even worse.
Dang it, not good enough. Hang on, I got more bennies.
Yeah,
I
you
a
got
lot of
bennies for days. I mean, really, you should be. I'm being so generous. My God.
Hey.
Oh,
Excellent.
my God.
You, vision starts to fade. You are in excruciating pain. Your whole arm is fire and ice, fire and ice. It is useless. Any further attack rolls, you're gonna get that -2. You got the dead arm, but you are still conscious and have not maintained any wounds that will last beyond the standard healing period. You rest. You'll be all good. Miraculously, only the tiniest of scratches. Unfortunately, 2 things are now apparent. 1, we have used the dose of poison that we have applied to our blade, because you use it and then it's used, right? We've stated this. And secondly, there is the aforementioned Grail standing in front of you still. That probably was like, wait a minute, did you just try and poison me? Right? So none of these are great developments, is what I'm saying, as we move on.
So Cortunus has seen his arm drop, and like
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right?
Well, plan B. Drawing my sword, I'm going to split rotten fruit, Halu's head, and then try and move on into the arena to kill Indominus.
Yeah, let me put the drop on Halu.
Yes.
Why is Halu not in the combat tracker? Halu should be in the combat tracker.
This
You
is
never
like
thought that it was
friggin'
gonna
heroic
happen,
moment
like,
for Fortunas.
We should have just
Love it.
killed them off when I said.
Here's Halu. I should probably make Halu's token actually representative of Halu. I'm gonna actually, okay, well, now where's, I dragged him in there. I hate you so much, Unity. I love you. Be kind. There we go, Halu. Boop. 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 Alright. And let me put the drop on him like all that was intended to do. I hate that it's the drop and they put it with the T's. Just drop him. I'm gonna drop. There we go. Alright. Now he's officially mapped up and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
That might do it.
Nice.
Oh, that's weird.
The very last thing to pass through Haluin's mind is the tip of Koratunis' sword.
I'm gonna move into the jump down into the pit, and that's 1, 2, and pace die. I moved.
Well, now give me the agility for your dramatic leap over the wall here.
There we go.
Excellent. Handily, squiddly landing.
Mm-hmm.
8-point landing.
Right,
10.
8-point landing. Blah.
So move 8 more.
I guess 6 point. He's got the 3 on each foot.
7, 8. Yeah, I can fucking booked it across this.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. All right, and that's all I can do.
That's all you can do.
And screech in a Kraken war cry.
Give us a sample.
Well, I have neighbors.
And it sounds very much.
The city?
Roar!
True.
Back to what's turned out to be the toughest fight of the evening. This door.
What is this glowing thing here? I look at this glowing thing.
It is a glass bottle filled with a luminous blue liquid.
What else is there? It looks like a book.
Yeah, there is a book. Now, I am not sure that you have been here long enough to get Massaquani. And even if you could, that it would really be the kind of thing that you'd be even remotely interested in.
I take it with me.
Can I try to repair the lock and get the key, the lock pick out?
Yeah, -2. He jammed it in there critical fail style. Not gonna do it.
So close.
That would have done it.
Benny.
Benny.
I do not have a line.
He doesn't have a lot.
Elon, he says.
Elon.
Elon.
I thought he said a lot of bennies.
Oh my god.
On the repair.
What in the hell?
Yeah, now you jam and break the tip of your rapier off in the lock now too. It's just, it's
No,
real, it's not, well, whatever tool you were using, it is snapped off, and there is absolutely no way you are using the lock mechanism, and nobody is using the lock mechanism on this door ever again to do a goddamn thing.
Hey, Alpha.
All right, I guess we're going through it.
You want to drink this?
The big bad of the evening.
Oh,
You want
God,
to drink
you would.
this bottle of random magical glowing liquid we found next to the tome in Massaquani nobody wants to bother to attempt to translate. Yeah, drink it! Drink it!
Hey, would you like to know what my major hindrance is? It's curious. Just saying.
Mine's mine. Point.
What do you think it'll?
That door.
What do you think it'll do?
Oh, I don't know. It's glowing, so it's probably something powerful.
Good or bad?
Goodish.
I popped the top off
Yeah, no, yeah. Are you gonna take a swig of this?
I'm back. Lucius backs up. I don't think that it's probably a wise thing to do against my bet. Believe me, I would love to see what happens, but I don't think you should probably
Yeah, no,
do that.
he's about to. Don't worry. Yeah, it's. If he
Let's-
drinks it,
Oh,
he's getting a
Jesus.
Benny. If he drinks it, he's getting a Benny. That's, I mean,
I drink it.
Oh shit!
Damn it.
you get rewarded for playing your Benny as you drink. I mean, so like, fuck, dude. It's like magical Drano, right? I put it in the room to dissolve the fucking lock on the door, dude, and you took a swig out of it. I don't even know how to, like... I literally don't know how to...
Someone's dying tonight from poison. God damn it!
I just, like, come on. I mean, come on, I'm like, it's glowing with an eerie blue light next to a book filled with arcane text. He's like, I'm not gonna smell it. I'm not gonna, like, dip my pinky in and go, no, yeah. And it's like, literally, it's my lock dissolving juice. It was the MacGuffin to get you through the door. I would have thrown it at the door. I would have done about 1,000 fucking things before I would have drank it personally. But it was playing the Curious Hindrance, so you did get a Benny for it. Congratulations. That's. I hope it is worth it as you give me a vigor roll to -4.
Just like a sip, just the tip of the tongue.
Yeah, a sip of Drano. Yep.
Please raise on this.
Yeah, vomit. Very good. See, Chat knows what's up. He's gonna puke it up. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not enough.
Look at that. So
I've only got 3.
you are going to take a wound, and here's the problem, right? Like, this is gonna eat away at your mouth and your throat, right? And there are 2 components to spellcasting.
We get Benny that, right?
He can Benny it. One of them is somatic, and the other
I'm
one
gonna have to.
is verbal, right? You need to both speak and gesture to cast spells. You just drank magical lock-breaking Drano.
Oh, there we go.
There
Come
we go.
on.
Yay! Yeah, you managed to spit it out as your tongue and lips blister. Your gums start to recede from your teeth.
Now we know what it is. Good job. Maybe.
I hand the bottle over to Lucius as I gag. As I spit.
Yeah.
Lucius goes and like, good job, and pours it on the hinges.
Yeah, no, noxious fumes emanate from the metal as it oxidizes and blackens, and before too long, the door falls down off the hinges over its own weight and just kind of collapses over.
So can I open it now?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you did or if you didn't. If you shift clicked it, it locks, so we can't open. I don't know
really?
If you did that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Like
Thank
shift click it now, I won't be able to open it no matter if I want to or not.
you. Ooh, thank you for that. Good to
I think
know.
it's shift. Might be control.
It was shift click. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whoa, what's in here?
This is quite clearly where Haluin, past tense, used to break his slaves and captives. He's still very much so engaged in the slave trade. And in the cage in front of you, curled up in a little ball, is a very much so beaten Azzy Angsley, face swollen.
Is it locked?
Oh yeah, you got the keys. You know, you haven't critically failed this one.
Yeah, I open it.
Mm-hmm. She turns over and goes to attack you, right, with the chain that she has, and then realizes that you aren't one of Halu's thugs, and is very grateful.
Help it. We let's get out of here immediately. Hurry.
Right here, let's get out.
What's over here?
That's a Benny.
I mean, yeah, we're in the last like 10 seconds of the show, but yeah, no, that's remind me next week. That's an extra Benny. That was.
What is this over here?
Torture weapons, a log of bill of sale of people here, and a little bit of luminous glowing crystal. Put it in your mouth.
We scoop it all up. Yeah. Take this.
Look at him. You take the crystal.
I just pocket all that I can.
Yeah, no problem. The figurehead, I mean, if it's here, would clearly be in one of these crates in the room you were just from there, right?
Now that we got her, we go back,
Yeah.
start looking for this
Both of
figurehead.
you, give me a notice roll.
It burns. It burns.
Both of you are so fixated on finding the crate and the burning of your tongue that neither of you notice the footsteps until they round the corner into the room. Lucius might. Yeah, let's see that Benny, Lucius.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's stuck. My hand's in a fist. It won't let me
Oh Lord, you
won't let me
frozen? Maybe that's
fist.
narratively.
Yeah. Like I can right click.
Maybe the universe is telling us something. I'll re-roll your notice here for you.
Can you roll the notice? Yeah.
Let me.
Or did that do? Did that work?
Did it. That worked.
It's weird.
Yeah. It was a trade roll natural one there. That's here. That's the bane of your existence tonight. That's notice stealth, persuasion, magic. Yep. Keep burning them up. Oh no, you're out. Oh.
I am out.
Yeah, but you don't notice the footsteps until they round the corner and say, "What the hell are you doing here?" Meanwhile, back at the arena. All right, let's just see for shits and giggles here. Oh no. Cartoonist is up first. He readies his blade to swing into action, and the camera fades. As we cliffhanger for next week. Oh shit. Is Porter going to survive? Is Cartoonist going to be able to solve the Indominus problem? Maybe. He is a skilled fighter. If he doesn't, though, it should be said that battle ball swings in a wide arc, you know what I mean? So thank you for watching this week, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate each and every one of you that pay attention to League of Gentlemen Explorers. If you can't support us with your subscriptions and your donations, you can support us with word of mouth. Tell your friends about us, share the channel, talk about us around the now virtual water, those Zoom calls. Hey, it's fun watching the League of Gentlemen Explorers play Pirate Fantasy Adventure every Tuesday night. Work that in somewhere. There are lots of ways to be helpful, and we appreciate all of them. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, we are entering the Weird West for our Wednesday show, introducing a new hex slinger with a dark past. And then, of course, we're taking it 200 years in the future in the same universe for Deadlands Hell on Earth this Friday, assuming a hurricane does not kill all of us here in Texas. So, yay. With that in mind, from the League of Gentlemen Explorers to yourselves, may your dice always roll hot. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.